These things right here, cell phones, these things are evil. They are demonic. They are the worst possible thing that could have happened to mankind. Really, they are.
Yeah, the world is very strange indeed. Do you want to know why my room or apartment is such a mess? Because for the past 6 or 7 years, I've been trying to prepare for any type of situation. And as you can see, yeah, I think you understand where my head is at. I was trying to become a YouTuber, but censorship happened so many times. I was facing problems, backlash. I don't even have garbage bags to clean my apartment. But yeah, there it is, trying to get some supplies, some things from Temu or whatever. It's getting more expensive, so I'm just trying to get stuff for long term. I'm not trying to please everyone. What am I doing right now? Honestly, okay, here, this is some soup. I know the place is a mess, but I just got tired of cleaning. You know what? I've been trying to make videos and they're getting no attention. So, guys, listen, if you're feeling alone, yeah, I get it. This is just garlic with a little bit of hot sauce. A little bit of this. And bulldog, yay, a little spice. So this is broth, and sometimes, you know, when I run out of food, oh yeah, by the way, I found bananas. For some reason, I'll tell you about that in a minute, but I found bananas in my backpack. I don't know how they got there. Yeah. Anyway, God provides, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, tomorrow I'll clean. I'll probably spruce up, you know, maybe get my channel back online, maybe start a new one. I don't intend to stay here because I've been saying that for years, but everything is just going up in price. And life gets messy. You really need to find your people. I cannot stress that enough. I cannot stress that enough. If people continue to insist on doing their own thing, they could end up, well, like me. I don't mind doing this because I'm used to being alone all the time. But, you know, at this stage, I thought that, you know, honestly, I would have been in a very different place. One guy said it best, the algorithm. The algorithm is acting very strange. It's gotten to where I can't receive messages. I have to go find my old videos. I'm not receiving notifications. And I'm worried about Bill C9. I was talking about that in another video. Now, at the end of the day, like, I have to try to unwind and do my thing. Sometimes I'll watch a movie, sometimes a book, or maybe I'll walk around in the woods, you know, but I gotta limit my time online. Like this girl I was talking to a couple weeks back, she probably doesn't even remember me or the conversation we had. I tell people, listen, get a P.O. box, because sometimes, you know what, if you want to start a ministry or just a channel in general, if I basically see someone who's trying, I'll see what I can do. Once I upgrade, you know, I'll give back to people who I can tell who are real and deserve some kind of help. However, right now, I think I find myself on the receiving end. And, you know what? I tell myself I'm a professional, you know, I'll bounce back. I've been sick before, but this time I'm really genuinely worried. You know, I can talk about the MGTOW philosophy, but that's really not true at all. That's a means of safety, you know, like self-preservation. I think deep down, many guys, they really wish they could find good women. But, you know, I already knew what I was going to get myself into when I went to the bars. Like I told people not to do. And I just wanted to I mean, a part of me wanted to be like to fit and find friends, but another part of me told me that, well, you know what, you're just wasting your time. You're not going to find a good woman there. And truth be told, I was right. I wanted to kind of not believe that. I wanted to see if I can see if like what I was talking about was actually true, and that yeah, we really are going through a lot of changes in society right now. Women are not even approachable anymore. They're rarely they don't know how to behave around men. That's it. And yeah, I mean, it's very sad, you know, like how out of all the generations, you know, if I grew up in any other generation in time, I probably would have had no trouble finding a good woman. Unfortunately, that's the problem today. Good women are harder to find, and many are taken, I guess. So if I'm unemployed, and if Indians and Ukrainians are taking up all the jobs, and people are rushing to finding more work, and people are getting outsourced by Indians and eventually AI. I don't even want to say, but I think it's it's no secret anymore. AI is becoming so advanced. There comes a point, you know, where you got to really do what you can, you know, and live below your means. You know, people are not they're not fully aware yet that, you know, what we've been told to believe, chasing this status, this ideology, this way of life. You know, people, they're chasing materialism, and they want to gain popularity and attention, but the reality is that many people don't want to face it. You know, people won't show you what behind the scenes, but there's guys like Jet, you know, who's like vlogging in his basement. You know, it's not even a good basement. It's like dark and creepy, and it's got junk. It's not even his. It's his grandparents, I think. And he's talking about Nietzsche and Kafka, Dostoevsky. I don't know. There's all these people that are coming out preaching a different kind of tune, you know, talking about philosophy, trying to tell men how they can cope. And that's cool. That's cool. But you want to know something real? Like, a lot of these guys, you know what, these famous men, they're dead now, and I don't know if they're actually, if they were among with God and his teachings. There's sometimes that men, they create their own philosophy, which sounds good on paper. It sounds great, yeah, but I mean, I think a lot of people today, they're just well, they're leaving their channels blank. I don't know why. I don't care, really, but it would be nice to see some real people making real content. One guy, he said that he liked this style of video. I don't want people to see, like, off camera what my real life is like. There's a lot of people, like, I don't know, I can't see. And this is why when I tell people, yeah, please send a little donation, even for a cup of coffee, because I wouldn't waste it. You know, I'm that type of guy who collects jam jars and twist ties and rubber bands. You know, I'm trying to fix up my old razor, you know, get some super glue and fix some things, some old stuff. You have to get in that mindset, because if this economy gets worse, you really want to save whatever money you can. You can't afford to get the new stuff. Okay, fix the old stuff. Learn to get needle and thread. Sew up your stuff. Because, I mean, it's that time of the decade, you know? Like, I don't know what to tell people. I'm just eating broth. And it wouldn't be the first time. I went days skipping meals. I had to get some curry powder. Also, buy this in bulk. See how this tastes. It'll give it some flavor. This is mostly water, garlic, and hot sauce. So, yeah. But, what I was saying to people, like most people are just gonna insist on maxing out their credit cards and buying stuff that was never gonna last. It's very easy to spend $100 or $200 on groceries, okay? And I just don't have it. I don't have it. So if anyone would be good enough to help leave a little donation, I promise you that will go a long way. I'll show people how they can spend it better. Oh, and I just spilled my soup. Damn. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to cut the video short now. Something that people, they gotta do for themselves, they gotta find a good church, I guess. They gotta get to finding good people offline. Like I said, I know I sound like a broken record at this stage. I mean, I've been alone a long time. I'll probably be alone still. But, yeah, I don't go to Soup Kitchen because it's just it's not a really good place, It's just, you gotta be safe. You gotta count your dollars when you can. And, if one day you think that you might find a solution to problems, or if you think you want to become a YouTuber, okay, there's a couple of things on AliExpress or Temu that you can buy. I mean, buy it while it's cheap. And then, practice, stay crafty, start small. Oh, it's good. Yeah, well, the other thing I was going to say, get a journal and a hard drive, because if you lose your work, you could always start over. And if you need someone to help edit, find a video editor, hire me. Give me a call. Yeah, I'll see what I can do, I guess. Because I've seen a lot. There's a lot of things that are going on. I'm not going to ridicule anyone if they seem like a dream. So, yeah, I think the times right now are getting so hard that people are living on the edge, and then they're experiencing real spiritual occurrences. I actually had a nightmare. When I woke up, I was in sleep paralysis. I swear, I think I saw my mother. She was standing right over there in the chair. Turns out it was some kind of spirit or demon, I don't know. But when you get to experience that, you gotta pray with the blood of Jesus, and do that, you won't have any problem. And all these other philosophers like Dostoevsky, Nietzsche, Kafka, who philosophers, they won't save you in the end, They're just men. Maybe they were ahead of their time, but something, there's going to be a lot more fake YouTubers preaching. It's not even their own philosophy. They're regurgitating what others have said. And the Bible said that too, that there would be a lot of false teachers. So you got to be really super careful. You got to be careful. Yeah, I believe. this soup is really good. I think I just discovered a way to save some money on the food. There you go. Stay crafty, I guess.